The healthy human heart, beating at about 60 to 90 beats per minute, over 100,000 times a day, and that's just the resting rate for most of us. For athletes performing at their peak, the rate can be much higher. Most of us go about our day without thinking about what's going on inside our bodies, unaware of the constant rhythm that controls a healthy heart, the rhythm of life on which our survival depends. Until something goes wrong.
Bob, can you put this on the shelf for me, please?
Yes.
The heart loses that steady rhythm. An abnormal rhythm begins. When the heart rhythm becomes so unstable that it can no longer function properly and do its job, pumping blood, the victim experiences sudden cardiac arrest. What's going on with the heart of a cardiac arrest victim is most often an arrhythmia, or abnormal rhythm called ventricular fibrillation, the #1 cause of cardiac arrest.
Go. What's wrong, Bobby? No. He's not breathing. I gotta have to take his glasses, Steve.
Is he gonna be okay?
Sudden cardiac arrest can occur anywhere, anytime. It kills more than 450,000 Americans every year. It is not age or gender specific. For most victims, the only way to return the heart to a normal rhythm is defibrillation, the delivery of a controlled electrical shock that stops the fibrillating heart momentarily, allowing it to restart itself and regain a normal rhythm. According to the American Heart Association, for every minute without defibrillation, a victim's chance of survival declines by 10%.
Oh, we were playing basketball.
Lives can be saved if first responders are equipped with defibrillators. The faster a victim is attached to the defibrillator, the greater his chance of survival. While CPR can help give a cardiac arrest victim more time, it cannot correct cardiac arrest. The third link in the cardiac chain of survival, early defibrillation, is the key link.
Keep breathing for him.
Since the average response time is 8 to 12 minutes for emergency medical personnel, it's easy to see why the American Heart Association recommends automated external defibrillators, called AEDs, for police cars and fire trucks, as well as security guards and corporate safety teams, to reduce that response time. Cardiac Science AEDs are the smart choice. They are the only AEDs that combine easy one-button operation with patented technology that makes them the simplest AEDs to use. In this video, we will cover features and benefits of your Cardiac Science AED and overviews of the rescue procedure, data management, and maintenance. In a cardiac emergency where time is everything, you have no time to think. You want a device that makes the decision for you. That's what Cardiac Science AEDs do. They automatically monitor the patient's cardiac rhythm and determine if it requires a defibrillation shock. Let's look at the special features of your AED. Every Cardiac Science AED comes with one pair of defibrillation electrodes, one extended life lithium battery, and an operator's manual. The starter kit must be ordered separately and includes RescueLink data management software, one serial communication cable, and this training video. The extended life lithium battery does not require charging. A smart gauge battery indicator provides constant feedback on the amount of battery life remaining. Optional accessories are available to help outfit your rescue kit, including the soft-sided carrying case, designed to hold your AED and other important rescue items. Make sure to stock your AED bag with rescue supplies such as razor, towels, disposable gloves, and scissors. A separate training unit powered by a 9-volt battery is available for rescue scenario simulations. The PowerHeart AED includes Cardiac Science's revolutionary Rhythmix technology, a software algorithm that analyzes the patient's heart rhythm and determines if it requires a shock. Rhythmix technology also allows medical directors using MD-Link software to program VF, VT, and SVT detection rates according to their rescue protocols. Cardiac Science's patented star biphasic defibrillation waveform measures the patient's impedance, or opposition to the flow of electrical current, and customizes the energy the patient will receive to maximize the effectiveness of the defibrillation shock. Only Cardiac Science AEDs feature patented rescue-ready technology, which tests not only the battery and system components, but also verifies that the electrodes can properly deliver a shock. The rescue-ready indicator assures you that your AED will work the first time, every time. The AED is designed for people who are 8 years old and above, and who weigh more than 55 pounds or 25 kilograms. Now, let's look at the rescue procedure step by step. The AED is fully automated. Voice prompts guide you through each step you need to take to perform a rescue.
Electrodes on patient's bare chest.
Check for signs of circulation as you were taught in your CPR class. Make sure the patient is not breathing and unresponsive before attaching the AED. Call your emergency system. Loosen or remove patient's clothing to expose the bare chest. Put on the gloves. If necessary, wipe the patient's chest with a towel to remove perspiration. Lift the lid of the AED. Opening the lid automatically activates the AED. Listen to the voice prompt.
Place electrodes on patient's bare
Pull
chest.
out the pre-connected electrode package. The electrodes are non-polarized, which means that while placement on the chest is critical, either electrode can be placed in either location.
Place electrodes on patient's bare chest.
Open the package by tearing along the marked bottom. You do not need to tear the package away from the electrode cable to use. Grasping the clearly marked corner of the electrode, peel away and discard the orange liner. Be careful not to touch the electrode's surface. Following the easy diagram, place the non-polarized electrodes, one under the collarbone above the nipple,
Place electrodes on patient's bare chest.
the other on the left side, carefully pressing down.
Check electrodes.
If you hear this prompt, check to be sure the electrodes are firmly attached to the patient. Usually, you will not need to shave a patient's chest. In the rare event that this step is necessary, use the razor provided with the AED.
Do not touch patient. Analyzing rhythm.
It is important to avoid touching the patient while the AED is analyzing the patient's heart rhythm.
Analyzing rhythm. Shock advised. Charging.
If the AED finds a shockable rhythm, the voice prompt will tell you, and the device will begin charging. Push the flashing button to deliver the shock. After delivering the shock, the AED will analyze the heart rhythm again. If the rhythm remains shockable, the AED will advise another shock.
Check for signs of circulation. If no circulation, start CPR.
If the AED no longer finds a shockable rhythm, it will direct you to check for signs of circulation and start CPR if required, without removing the electrodes. The AED is programmed to follow AHA and ILCOR guidelines of 3 shocks followed by 1 minute or more of CPR.
Do not touch
The
patient.
PowerHeart AED is a non-committed device.
Charging. Rhythm changed.
If the patient's rhythm changes after the AED advises a shock, the AED will cancel the shock. The PowerHeart AED offers a continuous monitoring feature and should remain attached for continuous monitoring after resuscitation. The PowerHeart AED is the only AED that continuously monitors both during and after a cardiac arrest to protect the victim against the recurrence of a life-threatening arrhythmia.
I know you ordered the part quantity. They came in,
A
but
typical business day starts like any other.
yeah, but no, it is the same.
Deadlines add to the stress level of Senior Project Manager Mr. Frank.
Working on the problem.
Yeah, no, that's not good enough. It's 48 hours.
No one suspects the events that are about to take place
About 48 hours. That's all you got.
or the roles they are about to play. 2 of the individuals nearby are members of the company's safety committee. The rest are co-workers, just trying to do their jobs. The rescuer is first at his side. She is trained in first aid and in the use of the AED. First, she listens and looks for signs of circulation, just as she has been trained to do in her CPR class.
Move the table over now. Get the AED.
She never thought this day would come, but she is ready. While an emergency call is made, the rescuer opens Mr. Frank's shirt to bare his chest.
Yes, hurry.
Everyone moves fast, knowing that time is the key. The on-site AED is stored with easy access to all trained employees.
Thank you.
Got it. What do we do? Can we help?
Yes, get that breather up. Okay, all right. Yes, positive.
The rescuer knows to put on gloves first and then wipe the skin, using the wipes stored in the AED's soft-sided carrying case. Now is the time to open the lid of the AED and let the voice prompts guide the rescue. The rescuer pulls out the pre-connected electrodes and opens the package. Grasping the corner of the electrode, she peels away the orange liner, careful not to touch the electrode surface. She discards the orange liner included with the electrodes. Following the diagram, she places the electrodes, one under the collarbone, above the nipple, the other on the left side, carefully pressing down. And then the rescue team waits, moving away from the patient, not touching him anywhere, so that the device can accurately analyze the heart rhythm.
Just like they taught you. Stay calm.
When the device detects a shockable rhythm, it advises the rescuer, and then begins charging, warning everyone to stand clear. The rescuer does the same.
Push flashing button to deliver.
Now, she pushes the button to deliver the shock. Mr. Frank's rhythm does not convert to a non-shockable heart rhythm on the first shock, so the AED continues to analyze and advises that another shock be delivered.
Clear. Everybody's clear. Stand back, please. Pressing the button again.
Check for signs of circulation. If no
Check and see if he's breathing again. That's great. I think he's
Senior Project Manager Mr. Frank has been converted on the second shock.
Ambulance is coming right now.
all right. We cut.
The EMT's arrival means that Mr. Frank will get the advanced care he needs.
5 minutes.
While his rhythm is now normal, the PowerHeart AED will continue to monitor him on the way to the hospital, providing further protection against recurrence of a shockable rhythm.
Oh, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
After a rescue, it is essential to prepare the AED for the next rescue. Your company should designate one person as safety coordinator to be in charge of maintaining the AED and managing its data. Be sure to complete any paperwork as specified by your company's safety policy.
I was very
I'm just so glad that I could have this apart. Yes.
right there.
Fantastic.
Replace the electrodes with new sealed ones. The expiration label should be peeled off and placed on the handle of the AED. This will enable the user to see the expiration date without opening the lid. Put new rescue supplies in the soft-sided carrying case.
Thank you.
And you did a great job.
Thank you. See you later.
Bye. See you later.
After a rescue, your safety coordinator can use Rescue Link software to download recorded event data directly to a personal computer for future medical use. The AED automatically stores up to 20 minutes of rescue data, including ECG data, in the internal memory. The AED is also available with an external rescue data card, capable of storing up to 10 hours of ECG and event data or 40 minutes of voice, event, and ECG recording. To clear memory from your AED,
Data in memory. Push flashing button to
the yellow continue indicator flashes and the prompt is repeated until you clear the internal memory by downloading data to a PC, by pressing the shock continue button, or by inserting a blank rescue data card into the AED. You can retrieve data from internal memory or from the rescue data card model 9210. To download data from internal memory, connect the supplied serial communication cable to your PC and to the AED serial port under the access door. Open the lid.
Communications mode.
From the Communications menu, click on Get Rescue Data. Then select Internal Memory of AED and click OK. To download data from the Rescue Data Card, use a compact flash card reader or a PCM-CIA card adapter inserted into your PC. In the Rescue Link software program, select Communications Get Rescue Data and follow the steps in the Data Management section of the Operation and Service Manual. Once data is transferred to your PC, you can view, print, or store information for future analysis. Rescue Link also lets you set the AED's internal clock to your local time and date. Rescue Link also lets you prepare compact flashcards to be used as rescue data cards and gives the user a full history of the battery status. MD-Link software offers your medical director the ability to customize key features and rescue protocols for the Cardiac Science AED. All of the feature and protocol options follow AHA and ILCOR guidelines. Because of the critical nature of setting protocols, MD-Link is password controlled. The factory default is Rescue. Immediately after installation, the user should change the password and keep it secure. MD-Link allows you to program VFVT and SVT detection rates through Rhythmix technology. The medical director can choose from 5 shock energy protocols: standard, low or non-escalating variable defibrillation shock energy levels. The CPR timeout period can be set based on your resuscitation guidelines, between 60 to 180 seconds. Selectable options and other software features are covered in the MD-Link instructions document. Once you have modified any selectable parameters, have the AED connected to your PC and click on Get AED Configuration. From the pop-up window, choose Internal Memory to store your option parameters in the AED, or choose PC Card to store on your MD-Link Options card. Set AED Configuration allows you to store the selected parameters to the specified location. To change your password, click on Password and enter your new one. Your Cardiac Science AED requires minimal maintenance. Follow the scheduled maintenance procedures in your Operation and Service Manual. Check the status indicator light every day to be sure it is green. Gently clean the surface of your AED case with a damp sponge or with a cloth and mild soap. Remember to return your AED to its storage location.
Thank you. All right, see now the light is green, which means that it's rescue ready.
Rescue ready.
Rescue Ready is the comprehensive self-test system that automatically tests electronics, battery, electrodes, and high-voltage circuitry. Self-tests occur daily and monthly, and whenever you open the lid and close it. Rescue Ready tests not only the battery and system components, but also verifies that the electrodes can properly deliver a shock. During a self-test, the status indicator will turn red while the test is performed. You do not have to do anything to initiate these tests or even be present. Once successfully completed, the light will turn green. If Rescue Ready detects an error, the status indicator will remain red and you will hear an alert.
Service required.
It is important to remember that self-tests do not eliminate the need for scheduled maintenance. Yearly maintenance includes a check of the Rescue Ready diagnostics, including electrodes and circuitry, and the service indicator, LED, and circuitry. Check the outer case for any visible signs of damage. If the case shows signs of damage, contact Cardiac Science Technical Support at one of the following phone numbers. Self-tests assure that your Cardiac Science AED will be rescue ready when you need it.
Get the AED, get it now! Go!
Okay, we're going with Joe. 2, 3.
Who's got a cell phone?
I do.
Call 911. Tell them we're at NTC basketball court.
Concentration. Analyzing.
Cardiac arrest does not have to result in another death statistic. The American Heart Association estimates that the third link in the cardiac chain of survival early defibrillation could save about 100,000 lives a year.
He's gonna be fine, isn't he? Yeah, he's gonna be fine. Okay.
AEDs from Cardiac Science are the most reliable, easy-to-use AEDs on the market today. The AED, along with proper training, will save lives.
Well, you'll be okay. Don't worry about it. Get to the hospital. You're doing fine. Heart's doing really good. The medics said you're doing really good.
Cardiac Science is dedicated to providing reliable, easy-to-use, and technologically advanced products to empower medical and non-medical personnel to save lives. That's what the Cardiac Science AED does. Cardiac Science, the science of survival.